What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, man. Y'all are tuned in to another episode of K-Rino Radio right here on YouTube, man. And look, tonight, this is the first time that I've ever done something like this, but I'm honored to conduct this interview for this event that we got coming up on March the 23rd, man. Look, everybody knows that when it comes to any genre of music, particularly genres of music that black people are most prevalent in, even though we invented everything. R&B and hip hop, blues, swing, all that. Man, the DJ is the key to the whole success of it all, man. And we've seen it since we were born how important the DJ is in controlling the tempo and controlling the mood, dictating everything. Next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend on the 23rd of March, um, in conjunction with Artist Respect the Community, we're going to have a DJ workshop. And I don't know if this has ever been done in Houston, but I'm glad to be able to say that I'll be sitting in the audience, being a part of it, man. And my brother Tricky C, ARC representative, was a spearhead of this seminar, this workshop, and we're going to give you the floor, the first word to really just tell us what inspired you to start this whole thing up and to even do this from the beginning. And we'll get into some of the names who are involved. So the floor is yours, my brother, Tricky C in the building.
Yes, sir. Peace, man. First, I want to give you a big thank you, brother K-Rino, for allowing us to join your platform. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations on all your success, man. We appreciate you, brother. We really do appreciate you, brother K-Rino. Yeah. Um. Well, so what we doing? Every month, the ARC we do every month. In 4 weeks, we do an event for the community with Sister Cliche, Brother K-Rino, and other members of the ARC. We do, just such kind of events. Well, the event that I wanted to do a DJ workshop. So Sister Cleve's like, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So she was like, well, you put it together because I'm not a DJ, you know what I'm saying? So you put it together. I said, cool. Man, when she gave me the baton to do it, I was like, well, here we go. So man, the concept is, man, I DJ so much and I get a lot of people coming to me, man, I want to learn how to DJ, or kids, especially kids. Ooh, I want to learn how to DJ. And I was just always out there, you know what? No one has ever really put on a DJ workshop in Houston to kind of just give the basics or just some dialogue or just even talk about the art, the craft of being a DJ and how it started. So I said, you know what? One day I'm going to put that on, and here's the opportunity for me to put it on, man. So I'm honored, man. I called up a lot of great legendary DJs in H-Town, man. Houston, Texas, gonna be a part of this, and I was so honored. And they all saying the same thing. Well, it's about time somebody do it. I said, yeah, well, it's getting done. It's getting done, y'all. So it's gonna be an amazing event. Let me tell y'all what we got going. I got to like set down in like maybe 4 categories. So we're gonna start off with like a beginner DJ. I got a couple of DJs that just starting off. They're gonna start off and they're gonna do about a little 10-minute set, and then we're gonna go into the mixing and blending, how to mix and how to blend your music. Then I got my brother DJ Baby C, which is on here. He's gonna give scratch lessons, man, and he is awesome. So we're gonna give scratch lessons, and then at the very end, we're gonna have a DJ battle / DJ showcase with our own brother Crazy Dreads, that's brother Al Prentice from Moss 45, and the great Shay the Goat, man. So that really looking forward to that. If you've never seen that brother Shay DJ, man, he is awesome, man. Y'all in for a surprise when it comes to him, and he can do those tricks and stuff like that. And that's basically it in a nutshell. And I'm gonna let some of my other DJs that's on the line, give their little spill, tap in and what they want to say, and gonna go from there.
Let me ask a question because I see that the great DJ Crazy Dreads is on the line. Talk about real quick, brother Apprentice, about the importance of blending. I heard Tricky C say blending, and it's first explained to the people who may not know what that is. I know what it is because I'll tell you what it ain't. I've been places where the record is on, it's jamming, and then the DJ just slams the next one in. It ain't no smooth transition or nothing. The people got to catch their step again, So talk about the importance of blending and what that means, to DJing, brother Alfred.
Well, thank you for having me on, brother K-Rino and brother DJ Tricky C. So, man, blending. I think that's up to the DJ because, like you said, brother K-Rino, I've traveled and I've listened to other DJs from here, there, to and fro, and they crash or they go what we call roller coasting, So blending is really keeping the same tempo, finding a song that's in that same tempo range and just keeping that flow going to keep the dance floor energetic. So that's blending in itself, and a lot of DJs, some don't seem to understand that. And I'm not knocking a lot of the East Coast DJs, but they're notorious for, jamming, jamming another record with a whole nother tempo. And it kind of throws the dance floor off, especially when you got a dance floor full of people. And you go from a, B.I.B.I. to a Luke get, Captain B's coming. I mean, it's gonna be a sad day in Zamunda, but you got DJs that do that because they haven't perfected the art of blending, and then they don't know the music to back up a song that is in that same tempo range where it won't sound crazy if I, pitch it all the way up to +6 or a -6 on the 12s.
That's a great answer, because that's exactly what it is, because you kind of took what my next question was going to be about, just being if you want to go and change the tempo from a slower song to an up tempo or vice versa. So yeah, you have to be really, really skilled in that. Baby C, what's going on, my brother? How you feeling, man? I wanted to ask you, because I heard Tricky say that you the scratch master, man. I've always seen where, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think about 3 or 4 different types of DJing that takes place. So you had like DJs that just rock the clubs, they show up at the club on Friday, Saturday, and they do their thing, keep the dance floor packed. Like Brother Apprentice said, you got DJs who work behind artists who are performing at shows, the show DJ, the Jam Master Jays, the Jazzy Jeffs, that. Then you have what I call the exhibitionists, the ones who can just get up there and scratch and use your elbow and turn around and do it. So I mean, and the great ones can do it all. So talk about the type of DJ you are, what you're gonna bring to the workshop, and what made you love this in the first place.
Well, man, hopefully y'all can hear me good, right?
We hear you.
Oh yeah, cool, man. Basically, man, coming in from a man Tricky, he wants me to showcase some of the scratch and stuff. That's basically why I got into it, man. I heard scratching around 1981, and I was like, yo, I got to figure out how to do that, man. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, you know what I'm saying? And so through the process of all these years, man, I've just always maintained, I always wanted to make sure I knew how to cut, man. I always wanted to know all of the cuts that came out. Whatever anybody was doing, I wanted to figure that out and then flip it my own way. And that's really the main focus of what I do. I know how to mix, I know how to party rock and all of that, but the stuff that took me around the world was scratching and showcasing, man. Got to do that with a lot of groups, different countries, different cities, all of that, man. So scratching is kind of my thing, man. I respect all the elements of it, but my thing is the scratching, man. That's what I do.
That's a beautiful thing. And I forgot about the mixtape DJs too, who put those mixes out in the streets. And that's very important, because I can speak as a rapper. That has helped me so much over the years because as a dude who really didn't get no radio play, it was people like Screw and people like Daryl Scott, that kept the underground artist name circulating in the streets, the ones that you didn't particularly hear on the radio. So the importance of the DJ is huge. I want to ask this, and all of y'all, all three of y'all can answer this question. We are all old enough to remember when rappers that came out on record, they always propped up the DJ. It was always a mention of the DJ in every rhyme. I don't care if it's Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. I don't care if it's Mixmaster Ice and UTFO, Grandmaster D and Houdini. It's always the DJ, Eric B and Rakim. Why do you think that has went away and it's not much emphasis on the DJ anymore, and why the DJ is not even a part of the groups anymore? All three of y'all feel free to just chime in on that, because we lost something, in my opinion, when that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tap into that real quick. I think a lot of it has to do with today's technology, the way these producers can make a beat and actually add scratching behind the beat. So, they was like, well, we don't even need the DJ anymore, man, because I got this program that can basically do everything that the DJ could do. So we're gonna save a little money and let me just do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but in actuality, it actually kind of takes away from the real art form of making a great hip hop song, because that DJ has always been a part of the MC as far as him doing his thing. So that has a little to do with it, you know what I'm saying, with those the producers being able to, I've seen it with my own eyes, you know what I'm saying, and I was in the studio with a couple producers, and I was just like, nah, man, I gotta do a live scratch on this, bro. You gotta record this live scratch. I don't want you making this scratch up on this SP12 or whatever you want to use it on. So I think that has something to do with it, with the new producers being able to make stuff without the DJ being there.
Anybody else want to go ahead? Yeah.
What I would think, man, being somebody that made records and stuff before, I saw the side of it where the labels or the A&R people, whoever you want to say, they were like, well, yo, that guy's the DJ. He's not the rapper. He's not the producer. And it was seen as less. And it was kind of one of those things where, okay, we're going to sign the MC or we're going to put the producer on a production deal or whatever. But they didn't have anything for the DJ. They didn't understand it, in my opinion. They didn't understand where it fit into the whole hip hop scenario. And I felt like they just didn't respect it. And I just saw it just fade away, man. Like Reno was saying, it used to be Run DMC and Jam Master Jay, Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff. And over time, you just started to see the MC and DJs faded away from like the hip hop scene. And that's kind of where I kind of got into the whole turntablist scene with the whole battles and all that, because it was kind of like we kind of started our own little thing, man, because we had to do something to survive. So we just kind of created our own little scratch DJ culture lane. But I think that's where the divide came in, man. A lot of the labels just did not understand the importance of the DJ in the hip hop group.
Crazy Dreads, you want to add? You want to build on that?
Yes, sir. So, man, I can come at that at so many angles because, I used to work. I was a marketing coordinator for Universal for this area. And let me say this real quick. When I first got hired, I had to go to training, and they trained us to attack the mix show DJ. And the mix show DJ, a lot of times you get scratch DJs, and how important mix show DJs are to I can say R&B hip hop or just hip hop records, period. When it came to urban and some crossover stations I had on my workload, but I think to me, I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's an attack on hip hop, man, because the separation from the MC, the labels, like brother C was saying, Baby C was saying, the labels kind of watered down hip hop. We just want the MC. We don't have to worry about the DJ. oh, okay, so you want your DJ on stage, you have to pay for him. We're not paying, the promoter's not paying for it. But you still have some groups, because I get a lot of songs today, man, you got a lot of DJs behind a lot of these songs that are cutting up, like Babu. Um, um, you still got Qbert and his whole clique, the Invincible Scratch Pickles. They still putting out mixtapes or albums with artists on there. They still keeping that little culture alive. And I think a lot of you had mentioned, I'm not, again, I'm not putting nobody on blast. I've been on stage with some DJs and witnessed that in my own eyes. Some DJs just can't cut. They just up there for image. And Baby C can vouch for that. And it's like, okay, why you got this guy as a statue behind two turntables? He's not doing it. He's not rocking the crowd while you're on there. He's not cutting. A lot of times he's not even touching the turntables because he has that machine on the side, or he's running his show from a DAT back in the day. So I think it was an attack on the DJ, but like brother DJ Baby C was saying, we had to find our own lane. We had to create the turntableism or the turntablist lifestyle. So it's still alive. And, a lot of, again, MCs just don't knock on our door. We love to go on stage. One of my biggest honor was DJing for MC Light. She's a stifler, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of cutting because she's like, yo, I want this, I want that, I want this. But the experience was fun. And I do see a lot of rock groups with DJs, but you don't see rap groups with DJs. That's crazy.
And that's weird that you say that. It's like the originators, we kind of abandoned that, and now as they always do, the others pick it up and they take it and run with it. That used to be part of the show. The rapper would give the DJ that segment where they just showcase and show their skills off. We got a few more great DJs that have entered into the room. We got DJ Confusion up in this thing. We got my brother Master C, DJ Master C, and Lionel Turner is in the building, man. Look, we've been talking about just the art of DJing, getting ready, getting hyped up for the seminar that's coming up, man, and the workshop. Let me ask y'all how y'all feel about just the place of the DJ in today's hip hop and that feeling of it being lost. I'm gonna ask a different question to y'all three. Like, can we get that back? Is it possible to bring that element back to the game and like to take it away from what Brother Apprentice said, where the DJ is just not some just prop up there just running the music, but they actually are part. What has to happen to bring the DJ back into the fold? And I'll start with Master C, and then we'll go to Brother Lionel, then Brother DJ Confusion.
First, you got to have the love for the music. That's number one. You got to have love for the music, man, and have some complacency, man, because I've seen a lot of DJs. Yeah, they start off, but they just like you say, they sit up there like props. They just play music. They don't look at the crowd. They just play what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like when I DJ, I look at the crowd and see if a song don't mix in with what they vibing with, hey, I keep going till I find something. I'm not just gonna sit there and just let the crowd die out. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-no. you know. Um, the DJ is, I said it. The DJ is like controls the crowd. If it wouldn't been for the DJ, MCs, they'll just get up and I said some MCs now. Now, K, I know you can hold your own, but some MCs just get up there and there's no kind of excitement, no, not interesting. But the DJ is the one that controls the crowd, that makes sure the music is on time, mixed right, and controls the crowd.
You know what's funny about that? And why I 100% agree with you, because if you got an inexperienced rapper and you got a good DJ who knows what he's doing up there, sometimes that DJ can cover for that rapper who's up there lost, and he can do something fly and throw in a beat, get him back on. So yeah, so everything you're saying is legit. Go ahead, brother Lionel, chime in.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, piggybacking off of what he said, reading the room, understanding, your crowd, understanding what to play, knowing, how to engage with your crowd. If you standing there, like an icicle and not, moving, clapping to the beat, getting into the mix, and your transitions have to be great. Dropping songs on top of each other is taboo. I think it's a reflection of whether you're a good DJ or not, how you transition from one song to the next. Like you said, how you engage with the crowd, how are people engaging in with you? Are you playing the right song? You don't want to play, DJ Chose in the middle of a church crowd. So you just have to kind of know what you're doing and what to do, in those type of situations. So that's my
DJ
take on it.
Confusion, what's up, my brother?
What's up, bro?
Shoot, family, go ahead and throw your 10 million in there. We ain't gonna say 2 cents. Throw your 10 million in there, brother.
First I want to give a shout out to everybody that's on here and on the panel. Definitely want to give a shout out to Crazy Dreads. I met Dreads my first year at TSU. I was a freshman. And he'll tell you off the bat, I was cocky as fuck. As all DJs are. We all have an ego because we know we good. You know what I'm saying? Especially those of us that got the skills to prove it. With that said, with respect to the DJ game, it's been lost. You have DJs that, and I use myself for an example. I started DJing Dialing Middle School, 1991. I was blessed to be around Crazy C, Icy Hot, I was blessed to be around Blaster, Aggravated, Luscious Ice, DJ Illegal, those cats early on in the game. And, we and God rest his soul, DJ B Swift. Back in the day, we used to do DJ Sundays where we would get together and not only would we go through records, but we would practice mixing, turntables and stuff like that. And with the introduction of Serato, I think that's where the DJ game was lost as far as being knowledgeable about turntables, being knowledgeable about transition, because it become you're heavy relying on buttons now. It's not about the feel of the turntable. Like every DJ that's on this panel right now has had their headphones stolen, and without their headphones, every guy on this panel knows what it feels like to touch that record and to feel the vibration of the song when it touched the needle. We all have that experience. So, and each of us have that experience to read the crowd. Right. Problem, the new DJs, and forgive me for saying this, but the microwave DJs, that's what I call it, the microwave DJ, the guys who would show up to a party, and this is when Serato came out. They showed up with a mixer and a laptop, and that was it.
That was it.
The moment I saw that, I said, that's the end of DJing as we know it. I said that was no disrespect. I said that was it. Once I saw that, and I saw some DJs punching buttons, and the crowd was, and the promoter didn't give a shit what was going on as long as the pockets was lined. I said to myself, the DJ is lost. And I'm gonna say this before you cut me. Another thing is that the DJ didn't grow with the economy. You know, we were charging $350 in 1997. Why aren't we charging $800 to $1,000 now?
Yeah.
Why aren't the clubs paying us that money now? I shouldn't have to, and I don't do this. I would never DJ 3 clubs in one night just to make $700. You know, and I've seen cats will be in 3 different clubs, and the owners give them $150 each. You know what I'm saying? And yet different spots. To me, that's disrespecting our craft. That's not respecting what we do. I'd rather do 1 gig for $400 that night and go home. And if I got to do 3 gigs, best believe those 3 gigs, I'm getting $450 each minimum. And that's just to bring, you know, my board, my laptop, and a cordless mic. Now I do sound too. So if I got to bring sound, that's another fee. But again, until the DJs realize that we have a value, and we have, and there is nothing without us. If we walk out the club, you know what I'm saying, or you know, there's nothing. But the problem is the promoters do not care. Because how many times have we seen these new lounges pop up, and you know, they play musical chairs with DJs? They do. You know, if you don't want that 150, they go get some new cat that wants it. You know, or they'll get a mixtape from you and play that mixtape all week long at the lounge.
You know what's so crazy? What's crazy too is that, to your point, and you broke down the science. That's how it was back in the days. Certain clubs were known by the DJs who was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? We knew what DJs was at which clubs, and it was identifiable. Like, yeah, what you call them gonna be? They would say it on the radio program, with such and such in the mix. You're like, oh, he DJing tonight. So we always knew. At the workshop, would there be? We got about 10 more minutes. At the workshop, would there be a discussion about the difference between the Serato and the actual turntable? I remember the Technique 1200s and all that. Will y'all have both in the building to kind of give people that feel, or that may not know and may not understand? Because when the people are at the event, all they hear is the music. You know, they see the DJ. All they really care about is what song if their favorite song is on. But for y'all being basically musical scientists, so will y'all have something to kind of demonstrate that? Are y'all gonna bring we gonna see vinyl in the building, crates and all that? What we gonna see?
Because I'm bringing
Brother K-Rino. So to answer that question, I know turntables are my brand. All right, so you always gonna see me rocking 1200s. Now, as far as the crate, praise God for Serato, tractor, and record box. We don't have to do that no more.
Right.
So yes, sir, absolutely. Hey, one more thing real quick, dipping back to the last question, kind of godly backing on what Confusion said. Another thing with a lot of these new school DJs, they're afraid to play new music. Now, as a marketing director at Universal, Houston was one of my hardest markets to break new music. You know, I can go to Dallas, I can go to New Orleans, but Houston was always hard. And, you know, I go to the box, I go to 102. Remember we used to have Hot back in the day? I'm like, yo, this is the new record. This is a new record. Play it, play it. But I can get in a club and they play it. So the mix show DJ came from the scratch DJ. The mix show DJ is supposed to tell, a DJ period is supposed to tell the crowd, this is the hot stuff. All right. We ain't playing rotation. We playing what is hot. And there was a lot of B songs that were hot, but today's DJ are scared to touch them.
Answer your question, K, man. We're gonna have from beginner boards, the smaller board that probably costs about 150 to 200. We're gonna have Technique 1200s. We're gonna have the range systems. We're gonna have it all, man. So it's gonna be a variety of equipment out there for everybody to actually see how to start, where you can and where you can end up, and just a variety of equipment. So to answer your question, yes, I have DJs bringing definitely different types of equipment. So to answer your question, yes.
And real quick, because DJ Crazy Dreads, he just talked about something that I really wanted to get into. Man, we might have to roll into a quick one, another part two of this tonight. We're not gonna have enough time. Breaking records, man. Please tell me y'all are gonna discuss that and about how these DJs now, just like Crazy Dreads was saying, it's like they bandwagon, they scared, it took courage. Go ahead, Confusion. It took courage to break a record, man, because you didn't know if it was gonna break. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what's going on. I'll make it brief. Let's say you're at club Tricky C, right? Let's say Tricky C got a club, right? Tricky C booked 3 DJs. Guess what? All 3 of the DJs gonna play the same damn thing. Because what's happened is they are programmed to play, oh man, I gotta play the new song that just dropped. Man, I gotta play that new Future. Man, I gotta play that new Sexy Red. And so, and it's like, okay, I get it, but where's that joint that people hadn't heard in a minute? Or where's that track number 11 on the CD that that the radio ain't touched yet? Throw that on there. Or how about you take an acapella, because we do stems now, take an acapella of this song and put it with this beat and play that.
They don't do that because they don't know how to mix.
They don't do that no more because they don't know, like I say, they don't know how to mix. And furthermore, we need to really, really, really differentiate between a DJ battle and I'm playing radio station tunes battle. Because
further than that, there's another category.
Yeah.
The 2 that you said, and then there's a straight skills category where it's like we're showing just straight skills. It's not about what song is hot or nothing. It's what you can do on these turntables. That's one aspect. And then the other ones you were talking about. But I'll tell you, from being on radio, man, I used to have arguments with the program director. I was one who was breaking records. And guess what? I get suspended the next week because I played a record that wasn't on the list. So that's why a lot of times DJs played it. Say, I got fired off of the radio for that because I broke.
I remember, bro.
I remember.
Yep.
And see, so basically y'all kind of like rappers, because a lot of the rappers who pride themselves on the skill side of it, man, the lyrical skills and all that, they may not get the acknowledgement or the recognition because you have the rappers who are more radio, commercial, pop charts or whatever, and they get a lot. So it's the same thing in the DJ world. Well, you learn something new every day, man. You learn something. Yes,
sir.
This what we're gonna do. Go ahead, real quick. What I'm gonna do is, I just sent Tricky the new link because this part 1. We're gonna backdoor and do part 2 like right now. So because we only got a couple minutes, give me 40 minutes on this thing. So we're gonna go into part 2, although we just come back on and we're gonna get deeper into this, man. So you got about 3 more minutes to say what you want to say, and then we'll go into the part 2.
I want to say this.
I just put it out in y'all messengers, everybody. I put the new link in everybody's Facebook messenger.
All right.
I want to say something because I haven't had a chance to do it. Dreads, where you at?
I'm here.
Crazy Dreads. I want to say this, man. I haven't, and I am 20. What is this? I'm 24 years late. I want you to hear me, brother. This right here, you gave this to me my freshman year. you gave me this Vestex mixer. I don't know if you remember. It was a DJ battle we had, and I won it, and you gave me this mixer. Bro, I owe you, man. Like, you have no idea what that meant to me, to a 17-year-old on campus. You know what I'm saying? Making my way through. And when I won that, because you put a battle on for homecoming. And when I won that battle, you gifted me this mixer, man. And I just want to tell you, thank you, brother. I never had a chance to really reach out to you and tell you, man, but I want to tell you, thank you, dude. Like, you really put me on the good path. And then you also mentored to me back then, and I want to tell you, man, this mixer right here made confusion. You know, but I want to thank you for that, brother.
Appreciate it,
Well,
man.
this is what I started out on. How many of y'all started out on that?
The realistic? Come on, brother.
I remember that boy. That's what I remember. I remember that boy right there.
Yes, sir.
Had it.
Radio Shack, man. Hey, that was the DJ headquarters right there.
And that fader had the ball bearings in there. We used to take them out and make the fader smoother so you could scratch better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Down, man, breaking it down.
Telling my age and all that, but hey, it's all good.
Now, it's all good because like I say with the rappers, the oldest is still the coldest. So
Right.
y'all can adapt to the new, but the new wouldn't necessarily be able to come into y'all's world if things just reverted back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure all of y'all who came up on vinyl and turntables, y'all do Seratos, y'all can do all that too. You know what I'm saying? But preference is the old school, but y'all to keep with the times. You still doing. You can keep with the times as well. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna restart this part 2, man. And we're gonna get deep into it. So we'll sign off, and then we'll come into part 2, and crank it right back up. Let's fire it up, y'all. All right.
Man.